let's talk how to get started day trading with only $100, which is totally possible. A few upfront disclosures here. First off, this is not going to lead to something where I sit here and say, hey, and to learn more, buy this. Or, hey, sign up for that. Nothing. I am going to direct you to a class at the end of all this, but the class, 100% free. It's 4 classes, so 4 videos, and I think it's right around 2 hours long. So if you're interested in how what I'm going to talk about can be used to get started day trading with, like I said, $100, then there is going to be something that goes into a deeper explanation. So during the parts of this video, I'll say, and that'll be explained in the class. But just realize the class, totally free. Now, what is and how is all this working together to allow for, quite frankly, a very attractive opportunity? And I say that for those of you that maybe have the reference point of, Clay, I don't believe you because I know about this thing called the PDT Rule. And no, you can't you can day trade, Clay, but not as much as you want. That's what's great about what you're going to learn about in the class is there is no pattern day trading rule. No pattern day trading rule at all. You can trade as much as you want. Now, for those of you that are maybe brand new to the markets, brand new to day trading, and you're just getting started, you might not know what the pattern day trading rule is. And I'm not going to go into too much detail, but just realize it's a government regulation where you have 2 numbers you need to pay attention to. The first is 3. 3 just represents the number of day trades you're allowed to do. Allowed to do, okay. What does that necessarily mean? Well, you're allowed to do these over 5 days. And that's a 5-day rolling period, but I'm not going to get too deep into the weeds there. But day trading rule, because of this government regulation, says you can make day trades, meaning in and out within the same day, but you can only do that 3 times over a 5-day rolling period, which is totally the exact opposite of what an active day trader would need, right? A day trader needs to, be able to trade multiple times every single day. But 3 of those over a 5-day period, I could do a whole entire video over this regulation, but it is what it is. So that is a problem out there, but not a problem for what you're going to learn about in the class. And I'm not telling you what exactly is trading because I don't want you to get intimidated because they get a bad rap, and it's something where if you approach it wisely, hence the point of that class, it will be explained to you in a very understandable way. So that's number 1, why this is awesome. Number 2, why what you're going to learn about in the class is awesome, is I already gave that away, but this is why it's number 2, $100. So you don't need thousands and thousands of dollars to offer up a reference point if you do want to get around this. So if you do want to be able to not fall under the PDT rule where the regulation does not pertain to you, then like I said, to offer up context there, the way you get around that is $25,000. Yes, I'll say that number again. If you want to get around the pattern day trading rule, if you want to not have to worry about this, you need $25,000. So yes, the getting started with $100, hopefully that is a big deal to you because it is actually a really big deal. Wow, exactly. That's really awesome. The next thing, why this is awesome and should be considered, I want to make you aware of, is this. "24/7, that's kind of a lie, almost. Meaning this marketplace that you can trade is essentially open 24/7. Now it is closed on Saturdays and there's some little, times where it is closed. Again, will be explained more in detail within the class. But if you have somebody with a day job, you work the normal hours. This is available all the time. Now again, sometimes they're better than the others and you'll learn about that stuff in the class. But the point here is that from a time flexibility, awesome stuff. So no pattern day trading rule. You could literally get started with $100 and the market is open basically 24/7. Why would you not want to at least look into more of this? Why would you not want to learn more about this market? And the market itself, now promise me you're not going to run away, because if you have the right person to walk you through it, It's not that complicated, okay? And all of this is what is known as the futures market. So the futures market is where all of this is possible. And the futures is something where a lot of people hear it and they're, oh, it's so risky, Clay. I heard about that. I mean, it's way too risky. First off, anything is risky without a strategy and a plan and rules and the correct understanding. That could be stocks, that could be bonds, that could be options, that could be crypto, it could be futures. But anything in the market, let me put it this way, crossing the street without the proper strategy is extremely risky, right? But that's why we're taught as kids the proper strategy. Look both ways, okay? So everything is dangerous in life. Everything is very risky if you show up and don't know what you're doing, show up and don't have the right strategy. Same is true for the futures market. So yeah, it can be risky, but so is crossing the street. So don't let that scare you away. And like I said, just learn about it. Dive into it. See if it feels like something that you can understand and something that you can make money from. Because again, all these things are in your favor. I mean, does the futures market get any better when you don't have to worry about any of that stuff? I mean, that's what it's all about. And as far as, well, Clay, what broker should I use? How does it work? I've heard about these things called ticks. What about these margin requirements? All of that is explained in the class. So what I want you to do, if you're interested and want to get involved in day trading, whether that is as some sort of side hustle or you just want to make some extra money, and I just want you to learn about the futures market. I'm not saying you have to use it, but just learn about it. And it's at no risk to you because the class truly is free. So I'll put a link down below to class 1 of the futures class that I offer. And you can go through it. And if you like my teaching style, if you think that you're learning, if you think that, all right, yeah, this is interesting, let's go to class 2. Then class 3 and class 4, then that'll be up to you. But I do want you to be aware of that there is more opportunity out there. I'm getting sick and tired, and I don't blame these people because, hey, they're new, and when you're new, you don't quite know what you don't know, and you don't know what exists. But I'm sick and tired of people saying, oh, and I do totally understand, this $25,000 number, that's ridiculous. I can't be a day trader, or I gotta go and, I gotta use some offshore broker. Right? A lot of people, that's what they do. They think they have to trade stocks because that's the foundational thought is, oh, the stock market. Therefore, you have to trade stocks. Therefore, if I want to be a day trader, it would be a day trader of stocks. Again, I'm not calling those people stupid. That's actually a flawless logical thought pattern. Problem is, there are other things in the financial markets. It's not just the stock market. You also have the futures market. So realize that you don't only have to trade stocks. And I get it, a big, and I've had videos out there. There are kind of ways around the pattern day trading rule with stocks, but like I said, that could involve you sending your money offshore. It can involve just things aren't clean. But with futures market, it's totally clean because there just simply is not the pattern day trading rule at all. So just be aware of it. Check out the class, and I want you to know that by no means do you need $25,000. Ideally, yeah, you'd want to start with a little more than $100, but you could literally start with $100, but $500, $1,000, you don't need anywhere close to $25,000. So go to that class, start watching, start learning about the futures market. Don't let it intimidate you. Oh, wow, no, just give me a chance. Give me a chance to explain it to you through the class and see if I can kind of open your eyes to how things work and just how money can be made from that market. So if you enjoyed this video, before you go start watching the futures class, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below, and I guess let me know, because I'm always curious, were you somebody that had no idea about the futures market, and were you somebody that was maybe hesitant or just thinking trading was not worth it because you had this $25,000 number locked in your head because of this stupid PDT rule? I'm curious how many people are out there are like that. So if that was you, or maybe not, you just leave me a comment below and let me know. But hit that like button, check out the channel too. And if you enjoy the overall channel, hopefully you decide to subscribe. But if anything, and you enjoyed this video, if you kind of just enjoy these, hey, this stuff does exist, then hit that like button. But yeah, just give it a chance. Worst that happens, no, that's stupid. But give it a chance, totally free. So go start watching video number 1 of class number 1 and start learning about the futures market. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.